To start off, we're gonna start off with some skincare, and then after that, we're gonna do a pretty dramatic eye look. While I do my makeup, I want to tell you guys about a movie I watched that's based on a true story. The movie is called An American Crime, and if you guys want a lot of details, you guys should check out the movie on Amazon Prime, but I'm gonna give you guys some of the basics. This movie is about two teenage girls that are staying with a family friend while the mom and the dad go to work. Work for a circus, so they are constantly moving. So the deal was that these two teenage girls will be taken care of by this mother of several kids. The dad agreed that he was going to be sending $20 a week while the girls stayed there. The main character is Sylvia. She is a 16-year-old girl. The mother that is watching them, her name is Gertrude. Gertrude over time grows some kind of hate towards Sylvia. The abuse starts when her dad doesn't send the $20 that he was supposed to for the week. She spanks Sylvia and her sister in punishment for the money not being sent by her father. After other events happen, she burns her with cigarettes. She ends up throwing her in the basement. People would ask for Sylvia, but she would just tell them that she went to juvenile hall because she was such a bad kid. Anytime Gertrude would be going through any kind of stress or was angry, she would go down to the basement and take it out on Sylvia. She wouldn't really feed her or provide her with much water. A little bit about Gertrude is that she was a single mother with several kids, and she was always stressing over money. Not only was she being abused by Gertrude, but she was also being abused by her kids. Gertrude's kids would also abuse Sylvia. And it gets worse. Some of the kids from the neighborhood were coming over, and they would see Sylvia down in the basement, and they would also abuse Sylvia by hitting her or stabbing her. They carved on her with a knife the words, "I am a prostitute." I don't want to give the whole movie away, so if you do want to continue to hear about the story, it is on Amazon Prime, and you can also find information about her, like documentaries and stuff like that, on YouTube. Her name was Sylvia Likens. This happened in 1965 in Indiana. The movie I'm talking about was released in 2007. It's a super sad story, and it just opens your eyes to see how horrible some people can be. So now back to my makeup. The foundation that I use is my first time using it, and I got it from Shop Miss A. It's super heavy coverage, like I could tell right away is full coverage. The other one I show is also from Shop Miss A, but it's very light coverage. So I showed it so that you guys can see you have two options, and they both work really good. I mean, each foundation is under $5, so for that price, I think they work really good. So I like to use the puff around the areas where I usually get the most oily or where I want the most powder. Then I go in with my brush where I want less powder. Now I'm adding my bronzer. I usually don't set my contour area or bronzer area with regular powder. I just set it with bronzer. I know that there's a difference between contour and bronzer, and they are two different things, but I just like to warm up the sides of my face and the forehead area. I also like to warm up the lower area of my face, trying to give me more of a snatch chin because clearly I need it. Not sure if I'm doing it right, but here I am just attempting and just making sure everything's blended in together before I add my blush. Now that that's done, I'm going to go ahead and add this beautiful blush by MAC. It is a highlight and blush at the same time because it does have a shine to it, which I really like.